What's going on with all my billionaires out there? This the God Hoods Billionaire. Welcome to Hoods Billionaire TV. Big favor, big abundance. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about Nore is backtracking on that interview with Kanye West. Let's talk about it. So there was a lot of outrage and backlash towards Drink Champs. Towards Nore on Drink Champs for Kanye West getting on there saying crazy outlandish shit like Kanye do. Talking about some George Floyd died from a fentanyl overdose. And he's kind of, throwing out he been doing with the White Lives Matter. He had some anti-Semitic, rhetoric also as well. So it's like, people really weren't feeling, what Kanye West was saying, and don't feel his actions and what he's doing. And it is hard to defend that, because it's like I said, man, everything be a case-by-case basis, Is Kanye a genius? Absolutely. Absolutely, he's a genius. And he's a musical genius, and he's a fashion genius. I gotta call him a business genius. He built $1 billion business. But I know there was a lot of people involved in that, teaming up with the Kardashians and that brand and all of that. But that doesn't give you a pass to just say whatever you want to say, man. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, it's like I said, like I've been telling y'all, like, it's times Kanye West say some real shit, like when he be speaking on Larry Hoover and freeing Larry Hoover and to help stop some of that, the violence, curb that violence in Chicago. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I agree with. I agree with that, and I stand with that. You know what I'm saying? Saying that America's for sale and we need to buy as much land as possible and things of that nature. I agree with that. He's not saying nothing that's not wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Black people, need to own, and I agree with that. But sometimes he say off the wall shit when he want to garner some attention for something or stir up some type of topic. He'll spew out this rhetoric and saying that George Floyd died from a fentanyl overdose and that false narrative that Candace Owens was pushing. I totally disagree with that. I totally disagree with what Kanye West is saying in that instance. And Nore did a lot of backtracking. I'm finna keep it real. Like I said, I like Drink Champs. This is a really good podcast. Even though I don't feel like Nore asks a lot of good questions, I guess because he be drunk and sometimes he overtalk the guests, which I always hate. I hate when they overtalk the guests. If you got a guest, you especially somebody you can learn from, the viewer wants to learn and hear the guest talk. They don't want to hear you overtalk the guest. So Nore does do that a lot. But other than that, it's a pretty good podcast. But they done came for Nore and got on his ass because they saying, bro, why would you even let some shit like that be out? You know what I'm saying? That's a delicate topic, and that's not no rhetoric that needs to be put out into the mainstream media from via Kanye West when we still as black people are trying to establish ourselves as a people. You know what I mean? And move forward and get past some of the barbaric and non-humane ways of American society, that have been bestowed upon us as black people. You know what I'm saying? So we still trying to push past certain narratives, and you spewing out that type of rhetoric when it's clear that the man literally put his knee in George Floyd's neck and damn near tried to break his neck. The fuck? Like, come on, bro. Like, that's crazy. Like, to say fentanyl? Like, come on, bro. Like, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. You disrespecting George Floyd's family, bro. Like, and you disrespecting us as a people, where it's like, bro, we trying to get shit like this to not exist anymore, bro. And you talking about it was the fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? Like, hit him with the fentanyl. Like, bro, what are you talking about, Kanye? Like, I'm not feeling that, bro. I'm not feeling that. And Nore, you saw that talking about why he was already too. Nore really just danced around the topic. He didn't answer it, and he definitely was backtracking. Nore knew that would get a lot of big views. I don't think he thought the backlash would be that extensive, and I really don't think he cared. He just wanted the views, the advertisement money, and his platform, to be up on a certain level. That's really all it was. And I'm going to keep it real. I've seen, all you got to do is pay attention to people's behavioral patterns. I remember when Cameron was on Drink Champs, and Cameron asked Nore, he said, Nore, man, I just want to know, bro, I was always here and I always wanted to ask you a question, bro. Like, You know, I always thought we were cool, and you always told me we was cool, but I remember when Capone and them was dissing on me. If you don't know Noriega and Capone, they used to be in a group called CNN. But Noriega and Capone and some other guys was dissing on Cameron. You know what I'm saying? And they saying he's like, Nori, and you let it happen. You ain't really never speak out on it or say nothing on it. I just want to know what was up. I thought we was cool. And you know what Nori's response was? He was like, I'm gonna keep it real. I honestly didn't even hear it or didn't even know about it. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. I was in my own world. I was doing my own thing. I really just didn't even know nothing about it. Like, that'll work on Cameron. You feel what I'm saying? But I could tell kind of by his body language and how he said it, he was like, he was nervous about saying it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he know he fucked up and he just didn't really have a good explanation for it. And he's just like, man, you know, I didn't even really know about it. But I really think he did know about it. I think he knew about it. He just didn't care because he like, hey, if Capone and them can win off of dissing on Cameron and them, that's only going to help all of us. You feel what I'm saying? And that can be viewed as being opportunistic. You know what I'm saying? And not really valuing your relationships. And I look at this as the same kind of situation. Where it's like you want the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You know that Kanye going on there, regardless of what he's saying, the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to have him on there and the views and the ad money you can get make you let some questionable shit slide. You feel what I'm saying? As opposed to where it's like it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, never allow your integrity to be wavered off of an opportunity, because the opportunity that's meant to get you to the next level is gonna manifest itself if you hold out and do it the right way. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't sell your soul for it, you feel what I'm saying? So I respect, and I'm not even saying that everything that Kanye said in that interview was off. You know what I'm saying? He said some he dropped a few gems in there. You know what I'm saying? He did drop a few gems in there, but the hateful rhetoric with the George Floyd, you know what I'm saying, is like, you know, I can't really rock with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I definitely can't rock with that. And Nore, I can't rock with the fact that, nigga, you knew what was on that interview. You knew what you, like, he danced around it so much. And it's like, bro, if you gonna do it and say, look, man, I'm a journalist and it's just, that man entitled to his freedom of speech. I don't agree with what he said, but he said it, you know what I'm saying? And we putting it out there because this is content and that's what he had to say. You feel what I'm saying? Just because that's what he had to say don't mean I agree with it. You feel what I'm saying? But he flat out told a lie and a false narrative, and you didn't really check it. You let it go throughout the whole interview. You tried to check it at the very end, but you really didn't have nothing to say about it because it really didn't offend you. Like I said, you just saw it as an opportunity, and that, I don't necessarily want to call Nore an opportunist, but I have seen some opportunistic situations from Nore where I say it could be some opportunists in them. You feel what I'm saying? And that is what it is. And me personally, I'm anti-opportunist, bro. Like, I'll never finesse a situation or anything if it goes against who I am as a human being. Like, I just don't care enough. Like, I just believe in me enough. Like, it's nothing, nobody can stop me from manifesting my destiny of what's for me. So it's like, that always keeps me in check in regards to, I'm not finna do no shit that I gotta sell my soul for. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm going to stand on my foundation and my principles. Nore just not giving me that vibe. He giving me the vibe of a nigga that, you know, you saw opportunity, you went for it, you didn't think the backlash would be like this, and now that it's coming back on you, trying to backpedal and you not standing on it. You know, it is what it is. But, man, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Y'all think Nore was right for airing that interview? Y'all think if he was going to put it out, he should have stood on it? You know, what y'all feel about the situation with Kanye West, man? Y'all let me know what y'all feel in the comments, man. It's the God Hoods being there. Big favor, big abundance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. This the God Hoods being there. Big favor, big abundance. I'm gone.